Next up, we have the behemoth of a set that is Twilight Masquerade. This set has an incredible amount of cards we want to pick up. Starting off in the grass, we have 4 copies of Grookey and 4 copies of Thwacky. This is a fantastic search engine for the Festival Lead deck, and I guess in tandem with that, we're going to pick up 4 copies of Applin and 4 copies of Diplin, and 3 copies of Goldie, who all fit into the same shell of a Festival Lead deck. Rounding out the grass, we also have 4 copies of Teal Mask Ogre EX, a powerful Pokemon that lets us accelerate energy and draw cards. We're also picking up 3 copies of Frostlass and 1 copy of Glalie. Frostlass is very powerful, able to spread damage on a wide variety of Pokemon. We're also picking up 3 copies of Froakie, 2 copies of Frogadier, and 2 copies of Greninja EX. This is mostly to hedge against the future because Greninja EX is going to be receiving a Mega Greninja as well. 2 copies of Wellspring Mask Ogerpon EX as a really powerful Terra that's able to impact the bench. We're picking up 1 copy of Abra and 1 copy of Alakazam. These synergize fairly well with the Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam from Mega Evolution. We're also picking up the menace of the format here in 4 copies of Monkey Dory. The Adrenaline Brain ability on this Pokemon cannot be overstated. And rounding out the Psychic types, we have 2 copies of Pheasantipity. This one has some niche uses in walling off big attackers that require a lot of investment, like Honchkrow. We have 1 copy of Ting-Lu. This goes with the aforementioned Frostlass and kind of a spread damage deck. 4 copies of Okidogi as a really tanky single prize deck. And Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX. We're only picking this up as a one-of because the walling effect isn't quite as potent post-rotation, but it's still good to have. And the menace of the format, we have 4 Dreepy, 4 Dracloak, and 3 Dragapult EX. This is, at the moment, the best deck in the format. It provides an incredible attack in Phantom Dive, as well as some of the best draw power on an evolving Pokemon in Dracloak for Recon Directive. We also have 2 copies of Tatsugiri for attract customers to get some better supporters into your hand, and as well as 1 copy of Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, possibly the best late game attacker. For trainers, we're picking up 4 copies of Bug Catching Set, really instrumental in those grass type decks functioning, 4 copies of Carmine for those aggressive decks that want to discard and draw early like Ceruledge, 2 copies of Enhanced Hammer for decks to get rid of special energy like Neo Upper, or for Alakazam, Mist Energy. 4 copies of Festival Grounds for the Festival Lead deck, 2 copies of Jamming Tower to get rid of tools, 1 copy of Kirin to boost their damage or do switching, Lana's Aid to get some recovery, 4 copies of Lucky Helmet. This has been seeing a little bit of play in order to kind of counteract the Badoo menace. For Ace Specs, we're picking up a Scoop Up Cyclone, a Secret Box, an Unfair Stamp, and a Legacy Energy. Scoop Up Cyclone and Legacy Energy are more niche, but Secret Box and Unfair Stamp in particular, are going to be kind of core to the standard format. So Secret Box will find you basically everything you need for a smooth setup. An Unfair Stamp, after rotation, is the best by far hand disruption in the game.